ever tell anyone that water is delicious. I might have said it before. I might have said it before. Let's see here. All right. Have not been on this at this time in a while. Horando says, Cisco, what's up? What's up? Just in between orders, and it's been really slow. So I figured, you know what? I haven't gone live at this time of day in a while, so why not? What's going on, Rondo? JM Fishing, hello. Are you going to ask me if I remember you? What's going on, JM Fishing? Yeah, it's been a really slow morning today. Trying to get back on my normal routine with my gig apps. And yeah, it's just slow. Hella slow. But it's all good. Can't complain. Not too hot yet. Jan Fisher says, how are you doing today? Yeah, pretty good. Like I said, just slow day for gig app orders and rides. But I think part of that is because I took so much time off. You know, I went to Vegas with my son for like 5 days. I didn't do anything out there. And then when I came back home, I think I took 3 or 4 days off, didn't do anything. So I think that time away kind of got me out of the Uber algorithm, so to speak. So I got to find my way back on there. And it's happened before, but no biggie. But it's going good. How you doing, Jay and Fishing? Jay and Fishing, where were you from again? Evie Metch says, sup? What's up, Evie? Gravity Juice says, yo, gangsta. I no gangsters around here I know of, but welcome. Solo. I roll solo. Luke says, go blue. That could mean so many things. So many things. If you want to clarify, it would be appreciated. Michigan is the best state. I've never lived there. I've never been there. I couldn't tell you, but I would argue that California is the best state because of all the states that I have been to. By far, California is the best state. But I haven't been to all of them. So Michigan could indeed be the best state, but I highly doubt it. What makes Michigan the best state, Luke? Evie says, where you live, what state? Well, I live here in California. I'm from Southern California originally, but I live here in Central California now. But I'll lay it out for you. California is the best state because we got everything here. Pretty much anything you can find in any other state, you can find it here. And then some. We got beaches. You got the nice warm beaches where you can lay out and you can swim. You got the cooler, cold beaches. You can wear your hoodie, hang out. We got the desert, the high desert, the low deserts. We got the mountains, the best mountains, the Sierra Nevadas. We got, anything you want to do, you can do it here in California. Let's see here. Whoa, you guys started chatting all at once. Luke says, oh, heck no, you don't want to live in California. I do. A lot of people do. A lot of people can't afford to live here. I could agree with that. But a lot of people want to live here. Sis Archana, good evening. How are you? Like done. Thank you, sis. Hello, how are you? Evie Meach says, ooh, I really want to go to California. My state isn't that fun. What state is your state, Evie? Definitely fun in California. Luke says, have you tried Michigan's pastries and cherries? I have not. I have not. And I have never even heard that Michigan had those things that were stand out. So yeah, that's news to me. Archana says, thank you so much for your support. Sis, thank you for your support. Of course, we always help each other out, sis. Thank you. This Cyrillic name says, hello from Russia. Shout out Russia. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Sister Archana, thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Mario Yoshi says, you can get that anywhere. You can get what anywhere? The stuff that I just mentioned? No, you can't. Name one state in the United States where you can go to the beach, the mountains, and the desert all in the same day. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see. Mario Yoshi says, California is a something. I don't know what you're talking about. You're obviously a very sad person. F California. You probably live in Iowa or something, Mario. Quit it. You can't, no shade on Iowa, but you're probably living somewhere you can't do all those things. And you're lying to yourself, Mario. So stop. Sister Chana says, I'm good. Nice, sis. Thank you for coming and checking out the live. It's like what, 9 over there? 9, 10 o'clock at night? Bailey says, yeah, that's crazy, Bailey. But do you. Evie says, I live in Louisiana. Oh, Louisiana's cool. Yeah, Louisiana's cool. Definitely not much mountains going on in Louisiana or desert, but you do have some coast over there. You got some beaches. I don't know if there's any that you want to like lay out and, go swimming and all that stuff. I haven't been to those kind of beaches in Louisiana, but yeah, New Orleans is definitely cool. Luke says, no, not pastries. It's pasties. Okay, pasties, as in like what ladies put on? I don't know what you're talking about. This is Archana, thank you. Let's see. Lasso says, why do you look like that? I don't know. How do I look, Lasso? Michelle says, you can go to the snow and see the desert in the same day. California living. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can go to the snow, you can go to the desert, you can go to the beach, all in the same day. Lasso says, where did you get that colored skin from? Where do you think, Lasso? Sibao Niji says, Niji here. Okay, how you doing? Welcome. This is Archana, thank you. Lassie says, when did you get the opportunity to select that color? And why did you choose that specific color? Lasso, I think you're smoking. Put the joint down. Sibao says, I'm living in Niji State. Where's that at, Sibao? Gravity Juice says, you know Jerry Spaghetti? No, I don't. Brother Don in the building. Brother Don, you see all these strange individuals I got in here now? I don't know where they came from, but they're swarming. What's going on, Brother Don? Let's see. Mario's laughing. Says, BS. Mario, you know you live in Iowa. I got you on that one. You know that's where you're at, so quit it, bro. Lassie says, are you also for sale like your ancestors used to? I don't know, Lasso. Why don't you come find out? Luke says, Michigan, you can go to the a lot of beaches. You can go hike up just really huge hills, and then you can go to Sleeping Bear Dunes. Okay, that sounds like Timu, California to me. That Michigan sounds like Timu, California, because you can actually go to real beaches, ocean beaches, not lake beaches, because Lake Michigan is cool and all, but it ain't the same as being at like an ocean beach. I'll give you it's cool, but it ain't like ocean beach. And not hills, bruh. Luke, not hills. I'm talking about mountains, like the tallest mountains in the lower 48 states in California, Mount Whitney, the highest mountain. It's not hills. And sleeping in Bear Dunes, maybe that's cool. I've never heard of that, but you can literally go to any desert here in California. You can go to Death Valley. It's literally the hottest place in the world. We even got that. So come on, Luke. You ain't gonna win this one. Paul Mountain sends sparkles. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you. Evie says, whoops, let's get back here. Here we go. Hold on here. Yeah, that sand and water isn't that good, but I mean, it's kind of good. Wait, which one? Which one are you talking about? Let's see. Jordan says, I live in Michigan. I am divorced, and I once paid $3.50 to see a grown squirrel naked. Well, you got ripped off. Sis Archana, thank you. Jordan says, oh my God, Lasso, you can't just ask people why they're black. Oh, is that what he was asking me? I couldn't even understand what they're talking about. Sis Archana, thank you. She's dancing. See, Sis Archana is unbothered. Ellen says, Kuya! Ellen, how you doing? Are you still awake? I checked your live. It looked like you already went off. So I'm like, oh, she probably went to sleep. How are you, Ellen? Hopefully things are going good there. Luke says, pasties are kind of like bread and then like hamburger helper or something like that in the middle of a biscuit, but it's better than what I explained it, but it's only way I can explain it. You're not making a good case for that, Luke. Pasties are kind of like bread with hamburger helper in it. That definitely sounds like some Michigan stuff. I don't know about that one. Ellen says, Ellen May. Of course, of course. What other Ellen is there? There is no other Ellen but Ellen May. Ellen, how you doing? Lion Edetes put something, I don't know what that is. Gravity Juice says, you know Larry and his wife, Carrie? No, I don't. Evie says, and what time is it for you? So Evie, it is 11 a.m. It's 10:59 a.m., but it's soon to be 11 a.m. here in California. Luke says, well, the hills are huge. Well, you know what they call huge hills, Luke? Mountains. Hills are not huge. That's why they're called hills. They're just hills. There's no big hills or little hills. It's just hills. Nah, they're not mountains though, Luke. Alina J. Paul says, hello, Alina. How are you? Lion Edit says, do you know this flag? I don't. I do not know that flag. I can't think of what flag that is. Thank you, Alan. Thank you so much. Don't forget to get some good rest, Alan. But it's probably cooler at night. I'm sure that's probably why you're up still. It's probably cooler at night. Alina J. Paul. Oh, wait. Alan, I forgot to put you as moderator. My bad. Sorry about that. Sorry, sis. Luke says, well, Mount Arvin is huge. Well, how huge is it? Pause. Alina says, show outside. No. Satindar says, good shaving cream. You got some? Luke says, and Mount Arvin is a mountain. It's in Michigan? Is it in Michigan, though? Alan says, my tummy not okay. Oh, no, sis. What did you eat? Nasser Show says, hey, sir, how are you? I'm good, Nasser Show. How you doing? Alan says, trying to sleep. Okay. Well, hopefully you did anything bad or anything. Luke says, search up pastries. I know what pastries are, but you put pasties. So I don't know. Luke, you will see. Okay. Says, oh, it is 2 Michigan right now. Oh yeah, 2 p.m. in Michigan right now. Wait, you guys are Eastern time? Okay, I thought you guys were Central, but Luke says 2:03 right now. Oh, okay, all right. Afternoon for you already. Says Alan, thank you so much. I hope you feel better. Gravity Drew says, do a backflip. I'll tell you what, I will have no problem doing a backflip. I'm the backflip king. You guys don't even know I'm the backflip king, but Gravity Juice, I can't do it for free. You send me like a $500 super chat, I'll come out of retirement. I'll do all the backflips you want. But I know you won't do that, Gravity Juice. Frank bro, I can't even Frank. We're gonna say Frank. It's a spiritual warfare. Please be advised. Madam Cuckoo Dumbbell, yeah, I'm not even gonna read what you're saying because you are obviously high. Meta says, hi, how are you? Meta, I'm doing pretty good. We got some odd individuals in the chat today, but you know, it's to be expected. I left it on anyone could come in here. I didn't put on subscribers mode. You know, I felt like being dangerous today, you know. But we got 12 million in the building, 11 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you for that. To everyone who's here, some of my regular people that come in, and the majority of you are not regular people, and I mean that in every possible way. But thank you for being here. Much appreciated. We're just a small channel. In all seriousness, you know, I'm just talking smack today. It's, you know, it's Wednesday morning, it's hump day. We're getting through the week. And so I just thought I'd jump on and see how everybody's doing. But yeah, we're a small channel though, guys. You know, if you can just double tap your screen, give us a like. And when you get a chance, you know, don't just take this live as being what our channel's about, because it's by far, it's not. We got a whole channel full of videos and shorts and posts and all that good stuff. We love to travel. And when I say we, I'm talking about me and my wife. We love to travel. We love to go on adventures. It's like being active, guys. So yeah, check our channel out. And if you don't mind, and if we're your vibe, then you just got to subscribe. That's all you can do. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you. My brother Thunder in the building. He says, hey, Sisco, I was just at your channel. I was just on your live there, Thunder, and it looked like you might have been sleeping. So I just left you alone. How you doing, Thunder? Says Archana, thank you. Give it up. Dot says, you should be in GTA 5. Yeah, why would I want to be in GTA 5? Luke says, the hill is 1,979 feet tall. Yeah, that's pretty much a hill. Yeah, that's definitely a hill. You said a mount though, mount something. Says Harchana, thank you. Luke says, sorry, mount. Yeah, that's not a mountain, that's a hill, bro. 2,000 feet, 2,000 feet? That's a hill, bro. That is not a mountain. They lied to you, Luke. Ronnie says, did you got pulled over, bro? Yeah, I'm just waiting on the cop to give me my ticket right now. He's coming. Just watch. Hang out for a while. You'll see him. Evanar says, I've been in the hills. I bet, Evanar. What hills you been in? Silent Damsel in the building. Hello, Silent Damsel. She says, Sisco. This is a little earlier, sis. This is, remember, this is the one I used to do back in the day. When I say back in the day, I mean like a month and a half ago. But the 10:30 live stream, it was really slow today. And I'm actually out and about. I'm not at home cleaning up on this day. Which is what I've been doing the last couple days. But how you doing, Silent Damsel? Good to see you. Gravity Juice says, donated 10,000. 10,000 what? And who'd you donate it to? Silent Damsel says, please like, sub, and share. Yeah, guys, if you wouldn't mind. 16 million in the building. We got 16 likes. That's about as good as it gets, guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you haven't already checked out our channel, guys, please just go check out the channel. You can leave this live stream if you want to. Go check out our channel. See if there's anything there that interests you. And if it does, and we're your vibe, just subscribe. At the very least, give yourself an opportunity to check out our channel. Because I guarantee you, there's something on our channel that you're going to be like, oh, that's cool. Guaranteed. My sis Sabrina says, Sisco! What's going on, Sabrina? How are you? Meta says, I liked and subscribed. Meta, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like and subscribe. That's what I'm talking about. That's a real one right there, guys. You know, if somebody likes and subscribes, that's a good feeling right there. Meta, thank you. Evanar says, donated something that they don't have. Luke says, Meta, same. Luke, salute to you. Appreciate you. Michigan strong. That's what I'm talking about. Thunder is strong. Says, I'm doing good. Good, Thunder. And are you still working out? Are you still doing your lifts? I am that innocent. Says, hey, sunglasses. Yeah, these are sunglasses right here. Wisdom is mine. Says, great profile image you have. What are your top shows in this channel? Well, thank you. The profile image, that logo that we have, a friend of ours did that, and she's amazing. Kiana, she's awesome. If you go on our homepage and check the description, her information's in the description of our channel. She's the one that did that. So shout out to her. And then our top shows, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You have to see for yourself. We've got some good ones though. You know, I think probably our most seen video is probably the Bruno Mars concert we went to this year. I think that one's probably our top one right now, but there's other ones. So yeah, check it out. Luke says, well, I got held back 4 times in a row, so I'm not really smart. Well, being held back doesn't necessarily reflect how smart you are. It just reflects on how you're able to navigate the school system. But I know some very smart people who didn't graduate, so being smart has nothing to do with that. Unless you are specifically focusing on, what you were taught and if you were able to learn it or not, I don't know. But I don't think that people are not smart just because they get held back. That's for sure. Maylee Slay says, hi. Hello, Maylee. My brother BIY says, hey, Cisco, Sign Damsel, I'm the Innocent, Thunder, Luke, Evan R, Sabrina, Gravity, Ronnie, Molly Slay, Wisdom. He's saying hello to everybody, guys. What's up, BIY? How you doing? Gravity Juice says, donated 10,000 mentally ill Trumps. Yeah, we don't want those. Those are no good here. Sabrina says, hope you have a blessed Wednesday. You too, Sabrina. Thank you. BIY, hey, says Sabrina. Sabrina, how's your day going so far? Actually, how has your day gone? Because it is now evening time over there. Thunder says, I go back to working out tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, just go easy, man. Don't go too hard on it. Because I know you're a young man, you're a young, strong man, but one thing that I did when I was lifting weights when I was younger, I overdid it sometimes. So don't overdo it. Don't overdo it, Thunder. Fabiana says, hello, Mr. Cisco. Fabiana, how are you? I think you are in Brazil, right, Fabiana? I believe. From Brother Jess channel. How are you, Fabiana? Yeah, why says Fabiana, hello. Luke says, I got to go, brother. Bye. Stay safe. Luke, salute to you. Thanks for chopping up with us and for hanging out. This is just a quick live stream I'm doing today. Definitely check out our channel. Appreciate you, Luke, for subscribing and liking. Have a good one, man. Stay safe out there. Sign Damsel says, hey, BIY. Hey, chat. 93? No way. Starting up a barbecue. I'll be living in the background. Are you kidding me? 93? Holy crap. Okay, that's like that's a serious heat wave right there. Holy crap, Sign Damsel. You're gonna be outside all day. You might as well stay outside. Jesus, guys. Yeah, Sign Damsel, she's in Scotland, guys. 93 degrees Fahrenheit in Scotland. Holy crap, sis. Man. I hope you can hope they have you can go buy big blocks of ice somewhere and just set them up in your house, because I don't know how else you're gonna stay cool. That's nuts. Fabiana says, I'm fine, thank you. Yes, I'm Brazilian. Okay, that's what I thought. Nice. She says, believe, hello. Signdale says, nope, I'm still in London. Oh, you're in London. Well, even in London, that's hot as hell. Holy crap. 93 degrees. Yeesh. Oh boy. Well, like I said, stay safe. Stay as cool as you can. You know what? Do any of the larger public buildings, say for instance, museums or supermarket, anything like that, do any of those larger buildings have air conditioning? Because I know one thing people do here, when they either don't have air conditioning or they just can't afford to run their air conditioner, they will go to public places like libraries or supermarkets and they'll just hang out in there, because they got AC. But I'm curious, do they even have that there? Because typically you haven't needed it. Fabiana's laughing. Okay, so I knew you were from Brazil. Thunder says it's like 100. Yeah, see, and where you're at, 100 is kind of hot too. Thunder, right? You're in Pensacola, right? 100 that's pretty hot in Pensacola. That's pretty hot. I don't think Florida in general gets a lot of days over 100. I don't know. But wow, that is pretty hot. Someone says, I'm going to be poor when I go home. I keep lurking in the shops. That's what you do. Sis, that's what you do when you go on vacation. Don't get too carried away, but enjoy your time. When do you go back? How many more days do you have there in London? Man, that's awesome. She's in London, guys. Come on now. Where are you at right now? I know I'm nowhere special right now. I'm in Central California. Nowhere special. But where are you guys at? She's in London. Who can top that? Who can top being in London right now, even though it's 93 degrees? Nick says, lots of love from India. Nick, salute to you. Sending love right back to you, man. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you. Thunder says, right. Yeah, because I know the problem with Florida weather, besides the hurricanes, is the humidity. The humidity is what makes Florida very uncomfortable sometimes. It doesn't get super, super hot there. It gets super warm with high humidity, and that makes it unbearable for some people. I don't mind it that much. I would hate to work, to like go to work and have a job and stuff in that kind of weather. I wouldn't want to do that. But just visiting or, traveling around and doing stuff, I can tolerate it. It's not bad. It's like Philippines, same situation. Silent Download says, we go home 5th of August. Oh, you got several days then. Nice. Man, that's awesome. Man, London in July. 93 degrees though. Oh man, I don't know about that. And is it kind of humid there? Does it get humid there, sis? BIY says, hi, Nick. BIY, how's your weather doing right now? Nick says, do you love India? Yes, hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Had to reset one of my apps. No, but I do love Indian food. There's a place here in town. There's actually a couple places here in town that have Indian food. The first one we went to I thought was pretty good, but one of my passengers one day had told me about another place that we went to. Amazing food. It tops the other place. It's really good. So yeah, definitely love Indian food. Football Edits. What's going on, Football Edits? Says, I have done the candy. You have done the candy. All right. How did it come out? Because that was a very basic recipe. So I don't know how special that would taste, but that was pretty basic recipe. Sign Damsel says, humidity is 50%. That's kind of high. 93 degrees with 50% humidity is kind of high. So I know that is not the most comfortable. But you're barbecuing, you're making the best of it. And what are you barbecuing? What kind of cuts of meat are popular there in the UK to barbecue? Because I know here, especially in California, like tri-tip. Tri-tip is one of the main things that people love to barbecue. Ribs, of course, steaks. But yeah, that tri-tip is, and carne asada. Carne asada is like another one. Football Edit says, hi, what's up, Football Edits? BIY says 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 73% humidity. Wow. That's okay. So it's cool weather, pretty much, but it's very humid. So that's probably pretty normal there though, right? Are you getting like showers and stuff? Maybe it sounds like there's like maybe sprinkling or showers or something going on. Football Edit says it has to be crack hard. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. That recipe that you had, that looks like if you made that, it would be like, yeah, like rock candy. It said it took 10 minutes, but it needs to crack hard for 1 hour, I think. Okay. So wait, when you say crack hard, so like it just needs time to set, to like the hardness to settle in. And I imagine you could probably put different flavors in it besides like vanilla extract. But yeah, guys, we got 8 million in the building, 21 likes. Thank you guys for the 21 likes. If you have just come into this live stream, if you've never been here before, welcome. Thank you for checking us out. This is just an offhand live stream I'm doing today. This isn't our normal time that we do our live stream. We usually do our live stream at 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's California time. So roughly about 3 hours from now, we do our regular live stream. But this one I just got on because it's been kind of slow today. I do Uber, I do DoorDash, and it's just slow right now. So I thought, let me get on there and see if these guys are, having a good day today or what's going on with everybody. But thank you guys for coming and checking out our live stream. And if you haven't already, please double tap your screen, give us a like, or hit that like button, and check out our channel. We got some great videos, some great shorts, and if we're your vibe, just subscribe. Other than that, hang out in the live stream and just listen to my peeps here. I got some good peeps here. Football Edit's making candy. Says, yeah, Sid, okay. Says, gotta go eat my candy. I'll be back in 10 minutes. So you're gonna go eat that rock hard candy. Man, don't hurt yourself. Don't break your teeth. You're gonna come back here and be all wired. Oh my goodness, football edits. Making candy, changing lives. All right, okay, I'm lying. It's getting hot in here now. I don't know what the temperature is here, guys. Let me see. Let me see if I can find what the temperature is here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so here where I'm at, 88 degrees, guys. So it's not super hot, but when you're just sitting in a car, got my window down, but when you're just sitting in a car, 88 degrees is starting to get warm. You know, I didn't even check what the humidity was. Let's see what the humidity is here. Our air quality is moderate. So it says it feels like it's 92 degrees, even though it's 88 degrees. Humidity is only 34%, so not too bad. But yeah, it's starting to warm up now, though. Let's see here. Sign down says, I can't cope, Cisco. With the heat? Talking about the heat? Oh, I can believe you. Because 93, when you're not used to it, and then you got that 50% humidity going on, yeah, no. But sis, you got to make the best of it. You got to make the best of it. You got to. I hope you brought like what we would here consider in California summer clothes, like shorts, tank tops. I'm sure that that's not a huge part of your normal everyday wear in Scotland, because it's probably much too cold for that. But I hope you got something that you can wear that's gonna help you cool off. Football Edit says, I had a dream. The dream was that I was in a school, university in USA, and I loved it. Oh, really? Do you know what school? Do you know any schools in the US? Let's see here. With KC says, where Uncle Donnie? Donnie is not here. We had to kick him out. He wasn't paying his bills. Silent Down says, yes, the heat. Oh my gosh, yeah. 93. That is very, 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 very uncommon. That's crazy. And it just seems to me like this is becoming the norm now, though. That has been uncommon in the past, but it's becoming the norm now over there. Am I wrong? Because I think I'm hearing of it getting hot like that in Europe much, much more often now. Kay Bernier says, hi. Hello, Kay. How are you? Sign Down says, my daughter has been in my aunt's pool all day. Yeah, I have shorts and vest up. Okay, cool. Yeah, the pool is probably the best place to stay. If they got a pool, man, okay, you're in good shape then. At least, I mean, because in 93-degree weather, it's not so hot where like the pool water is getting hot. So that's a good thing. When I had my house, we had a pool, and we got the lining of the pool. It was like dark stones. It looked beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful pool. The only problem was in the summertime when it would get real hot, when it would get like over 100 degrees, that pool would get so warm you wouldn't want to get in it. You just wouldn't even want to get in it. It did extend the time that we could use the pool on in the beginning of the season and at the end of the season, because the pool would stay warmer longer. But those very hot days, over 100, yeah, never mind. Can't do it. It's like being in a bathtub. With KC says, please tell Uncle Donnie to stop the war. Iran mad. Well, unfortunately, I'm not in touch with old Uncle Donnie, but if I was, I would do much more than tell him that. NHL Guru says, can you invite me to the live? Yeah, you're in it right now. Welcome. Big Russ in the building. He says, ¿Cómo están, mis amigos? Muy bien, y tú? Why are we speaking Spanish? Yeah. Big Russ in the building. What's going on? How's your weather where you're at? Because you are more northern Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Right? You're more in the northern part of Florida. What do you call it? Thunder. I want to say he's in Pensacola. Is he still here? Thunder, are you still here? I think he's in Pensacola, he said. But yeah, guys, it hasn't been too bad here. I'm not going to say it's been too bad here this summer. It's been pretty average here. We've had quite a few days over 100, but nothing too crazy. We've gone weeks, like literally weeks and weeks with every day over 100 before. Many days, multiple days over 105. And we haven't done that this year, so it hasn't been too bad here. And like I said, the humidity doesn't really bother us here. Let me take a look here. So, well, as I say that, see, this is why living in Central California kind of sucks sometimes, because the weather does this to you. Now check this out, guys. So I'm looking at my other burner phone here. So today's high, it's only 88 now because it's 11:22 in the morning, which it's actually kind of cool for as hot as it's supposed to get today. It's supposed to be 101 is our high today. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, 104. Friday, 106. Saturday, 108. Sunday, 106. Monday, 108. Tuesday, 109. Wednesday, 109. Thursday, 107. And then we get lucky, guys. It cools off down to a chilly 104. So over the next 10 days, guys, we're going to be over 100 every single day, getting as hot as 109. So I don't know, Silent Downs, I might trade you. Let's switch. I'll go to London. You can come here. Just off rip. I'd rather go to London anyway. But the temperature is going to be a little different there than it is here. Oh my gosh. What we got here? Big Russ says, hace mucho calor in el norte de Florida. Is that right? Is it 100 degrees? Is it in the hundreds yet? Feels like 109. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Well, see, and that's the thing here is that 109 is hot here. That's pretty hot here. But it doesn't typically get humid here. So even though it's 109, you're not miserable like what the humidity does to you. And you can just go inside of a store, you can stay home and you feel fine. And when you go outside, if you got an umbrella, I mean, it's hot. Don't get me wrong. The air temperature, it's hot. But if you got an umbrella and the sun's not directly hitting you, it's doable. But with the humidity, there's just nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Stay inside where you got good air conditioning. If you got good air conditioning, that's really all you can do. Russ says climate change isn't real though. No, 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 no. Who the hell would think that? What's funny is it's like the people who are just either very misinformed or they're just not very bright. They don't understand how climate change works. In some areas of the world, it's going to get warmer. In some areas of the world, it's going to get colder. It doesn't mean that everywhere, just because the planet as a whole is warming up, it doesn't mean that everywhere is warming up. That's not what it means. Some areas in the world, it will get colder, just because the way, the weather works, the climate works. But overall, yeah, the earth is getting warmer, and there's no denying that. Candle in the building. Candle says, hello, support. Yes, we are burning with wildfires up here right now. Yeah, I know Canada's had a lot, and I know where you're at. I've been hearing there's fires popping up. Very fortunate we haven't had a whole bunch here in California that I've heard, but yeah, guys, it's scary. The fires to me is especially scary, not only because obviously people and animals are suffering, potentially, losing their homes, losing their lives even, and that's terrible and that's awful in and of itself, but even if none of that happens, burning up of the forest, burning up of the areas where, we love to go hike or we love to go, camp, you're not going to see that stuff come back anytime soon. So it's just devastating all the way around. But stay safe up there, Kendall. Side Devil says it's 57 Fahrenheit in Scotland right now. Damn, what a change. What a difference. Wow, 57 in Scotland, 93 in London. And you guys aren't that far apart. But yeah, that's just, hey, again, that's just the way it works. It's just the way climate works. Football Edit says 10 minutes and it will be ready. Okay, nice. Football Edits is now throwing up, looks like, I don't know what that is. Is that Korean? I can't make out what that is right there. But yeah, it's very sad. Every time we go up to the mountains here, we're just right near the sequoias. Sequoia National Park. We're near Yosemite, Kings Canyon National Park. They're all real close to where we're at, and there's just so much of the forest that's been either burned or is just completely just dried out because they just don't get enough rain. So it looks completely different now than it used to. Oh, Japanese. Okay. Kendall says, "Thank you. Yes, sleep with one eye open." You know, one of the things that happens here, and I'm sure it's similar there, is that you'll get storms up in the mountains, and you'll get lightning, and then the lightning will hit the ground somewhere, and it hits just right in the right area, and boom, it sparks, and now you got a fire going. And that's one of the things. People that live in the foothills, people that live in the mountains, they got to keep their property cleared of all the brush, the dry debris, because yeah, you could be sleeping, and those fires, people don't understand like how fast fires can move. It's not like a campfire that just sits inside of one spot. When you've got dried vegetation, dried brush that just goes on and on for acres and acres, that fire can just blow right through that in like a matter of seconds, a matter of minutes, depending on, what it's burning. But I mean, if it's just real thin grass, and it'll just fly through there. And before you know it, your house will be surrounded. So yeah, you definitely got to sleep with one eye open during fire season. Keep your house clear. That's the best thing you can do. Football edit's throwing up some emoji. Jalen Draw says, "Hi, what's up, Jay?" Or is that Jaden? Jaden, how you doing? Football edit says, "Sweden does not have tornadoes." Well, that's good, but don't be surprised if you see some, because there's a lot of places that didn't used to have tornadoes that now have tornadoes because of climate change, or didn't used to have, heat waves, but now have heat waves. Yeah, the weather's changing in a lot of places. Jaden Draw is just throwing up a bunch of stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Football edit says, "How did the barber win the race?" You said this one before, football edit. See, now that's one thing I can say about Brother BIY. I've never heard him repeat a joke before. Again, he's a professional, But football edits, you keep working on it. You're getting better, but you can't repeat. You can't repeat the jokes. Colonel Cole Olds, I don't know which that is. On a volunteer department here in rural Montana, fire is very dangerous in the summer. Okay, hold on, let me read it again. On a volunteer department here in rural okay, so you're on a volunteer fire department, or you're a volunteer firefighter is what it sounds like. Fire is very dangerous in summer. Yeah, Montana's one of those places too where it'll get real dry. I'm sure you guys are getting more fires now too than you have gotten in the past. Have you? Because I would imagine you are. I mean, Canada is north of you, so if they're getting all those fires, I'm sure you guys are getting some too. Jaden says, "Huh." Football says, "Okay." Dilip Thapa says, hello, Dilip. How are you? Let's see. We got 6 men in the building, guys. 24 likes. Thank you for the 24 likes. And if you just came in the live stream, if you haven't already, please just double tap your screen. Double tap your screen if you don't mind. Give us a like or hit that like button. We're a small channel. We're trying to continue growing. We've had a good roll happen here recently. We just got monetized last month, and we just got a great community. We've got a great community of people that are very supportive, and we're always looking for more people to join our community, and we're looking for communities that we can join, where people are positive, just chill. We like a little banter back and forth here and there. We'll say some funny, crazy things once in a while, but overall, guys, our message is positivity. Making YouTube a place where people want to be, where people can hang out and not be, feeling like they're all stressed out because the trolls, or, we just want to relax and chill, guys. That's all. Where we at here? Football says, "What do you call a banana shoe?" A slipper. Oh boy, that one was kind of. We need zingers. We need zingers, football edits. Dilip Thapa says, "Where are you from, bro?" I am from California, Southern California originally, but now I live here in Central California. Because yeah, I get it, football edits. Because of banana slippery, I get that. I heard this joke probably before your parents were born, football edits. because I'm sure I am much older than your parents. I heard that joke when I was like a little kid. Dilip Thapa says, like and subscribe done. Dilip Thapa, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Again, guys, when people come in and they not only like, but they subscribe, we appreciate that so much, guys. Like I said, we're a small channel, but we're trying to expand. We're trying to get, a larger presence, in the YouTube verse, ourselves and the communities that we're a part of. Like I said, all of us share that common bond that, we just want positive YouTube. We just want, positivity. Like my brother Blizzard says, support positive YouTube, and if that's something that you're interested in doing, then definitely support us. We try to stay positive here. Me and my wife, this is our channel. I do these live streams all the time just because I like just chopping it up with people. But our channel is basically based around our travels, our little adventures we go on, and just random stuff, guys, that we do. But we're a positive channel, and we enjoy being a part of positive YouTube. So if that is what you are interested in, if that's something that appeals to you, check out our channel. And if we're your vibe, just subscribe. Just subscribe, guys. So thank you, Dilip. I think I'm saying it right. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Let's see here. Very glad to meet you too. Thank you so much. Football Edit says, my parents are 52 and 53. Yeah, so I'm gonna be 54 years old. So maybe not quite before they were born, but because we're all close to the same age. But that's how old that joke is. Colonel O, I'm gonna call you Colonel. Colonel O says, what's the theme today? The theme today is positivity. We're just gonna roll with positivity. I'm glad that it's Wednesday. My wife only has to work one more full day tomorrow, and then on Friday she gets a half day. So I'm glad she doesn't have to, she doesn't have a bunch of long work days ahead of her. And then a week will be coming up after that. We don't really have anything super serious planned, but just love spending time with my wife. But yeah, positivity, gratitude. How about that? Gratitude's another one. I woke up again today, had a roof over my head, had food in my refrigerator, and everyone that I know and love, as far as I know, they're happy and healthy. So yeah, definitely gratitude for that. That is the theme for today, Colonel Oles. Dilip says yes. I can't even hardly read. Hold on, let me see this real quick. Okay. Zohaib Jamal says, do you have an old MacBook or Macintosh that's Intel based? No, I do not. Football Edit says hello. Hello, Football Edit. Tiggest Big Biddies. Okay. Nah, bro. You look like Beyonce. That's crazy. All right. Thanks, I guess. I don't know. Silent Damsel says, please like, sub, and share. Sis, they're trying, but they're failing miserably. I don't understand why these trolls come in here and just say just poo-poo. They just say poo-poo stuff. Thank you, Silent Damsel. Dilip says, okay, brother, I have to go. Dilip, thank you so much. And, thank you for subscribing. When you get a chance, you're not too busy, check out our channel. Make sure you leave a comment, Dilip, so I can remember you and I can go back and look at your channel. Just say, hey, saw you in the live stream, and I'll know, and then I'll go and I'll check out your channel, Dilip. Thank you. Kira says, 54. I thought you were 2OS and a cop. You better be lucky I'm not a cop, because I would arrest you right now, because you seem to be on something, Kira. I don't know what it is, but I can't make out what you're trying to say there. Zohal Jamal says, yeah, I also thought he was in his 20s. Yeah, guys, I'm lying. I'm really not 54 or 53. I'm in my 20s, guys. I am, for real. You can't believe anything I say. Tiggus Biddy says, I keyed. Wait, can you do that one more time? I think they're choking, guys. That's what it sounds like when I read their comment. Kira says, poo-poo. Yeah, it's kind of like, when you're a troll it's hard to be a troll, right? Because there's so many of you, and you can't all be funny. You know, you can't all be original, because then you wouldn't be trolls, right? So the real trolls that are funny and original, they're actually not trolls. They're just people that like to go around and spread laughs. But the sad trolls see that and they think that they can do that, and then they fail. They can't make people laugh. So then they get all depressed and butthurt, and then they start trying to say stuff that's going to hurt people's feelings. And sometimes they come across channels where maybe they do hurt somebody's feelings. But unfortunately, you've come to this channel and you're not going to hurt my feelings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read your comments and I'm going to show you how dumb you sound. And then we're all going to laugh at you. And then you're going to go away. Let's see. D-Lip says, thank you. Thank you, D-Lip. Russ says, peace, D-Lip. Lip says, thank you, Russ. Tiggus Bitty says, wait, it's not. I'll say some shit. It'll piss you right off. He's going to run out of breath before he even gets his next sentence out. Oh, here we go. Here's the original one. Sisco, Intel, old AF, Cholo wannabe gangster, lame streamer. I made somebody mad. Look, they didn't even change their picture, though. That's what's funny. I'm sorry I made you mad. Actually, I'm not sorry. I think it's funny. Flavor Swad in the building says 29 like. Thank you, Flavor Swad. Hello. Hello, host. Thank you. Let's see. Hold on. This person says, you have a little D. Well, I could say some crazy stuff right now, but you know, I got children here. I can't say too much of a crazy stuff, but you probably would know that. You probably would know that, right? Let's see. Cure says he's not. I can't even read what you guys. If you're gonna be a troll, use fingers. Don't use your fist to use the keyboard. Use your fingers, and that'll probably be easier to read. BIY says, hey, Russ. Russ says, yeah, I'm pretty sure when the trolls look in the mirror, they feel very depressed. Bro, trolls don't have mirrors. They already know. They can't afford to look in the mirror. Flair Swat says, yes. My brother Kamal in the building. He's got the check mark. What's going on, Kamal? Bro, yeah, these people come in here, and it sucks that I hurt their feelings. You know, I don't want to hurt people's feelings, guys. But unfortunately, there's sometimes where you gotta either ridicule or ostracize people, right? And for you trolls, let me explain what those words mean. So ridicule means you make fun of them, right? If you make fun of them, maybe if they're a troll that like has some coolness to them, you know, they're just maybe having a bad day, you can kind of shake them out of their trolliness by making fun of them, making them realize, oh man, this is dumb. I'm not gonna do this. This guy's all right. But the majority of trolls, they don't learn. So we have to ostracize them, which means we cast them out. And so you can either be ridiculed or ostracized, but that's all you're gonna get here until you change your ways. Let's see here. Flavor Swat says, yes. Okay, Russ says, hello, BIY. Flavor Swat says, where are you from, host? From Southern California. Montauk says, hey, I didn't know you had kids next to you. I don't. Learn to understand what I'm saying. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth, Montauk? Oh, man. Let's see. Where are we at here? BIY says, hey, come on. Thunder says, Sisco, I think the adrenaline is still crashing from last week with all the excitement. That is why I'm tired. I believe you, bro. I believe it. I know that must have been crazy, crazy exciting. And congrats, man. Congrats again on a good showing. Yeah, you get your rest. You get your rest, Thunder Rules. You don't have to just jump right back on the training. Take a break. Take a break. Tiggus Bitties. Wait, oh, they caught the breath. That's why he made. Guys, come on, look at this. I can't even attract like the quality trolls in here. I'm actually a little insulted. That's the one thing that these trolls right here are good at. they're good at making you realize that I haven't made the big time yet. I haven't made it big enough to where like actual real legit trolls can come in here. I got these mouth breathers that come in here that, you know, that's why. Hey man. Autistic, my brother Kamal says BIY, hello. Let's see here. Cure saying hey. And brother Kamal saying Russ, hello. So guys, 7 million in a building. We got 30 likes. 30 likes, trolls. And some of those trolls probably double tap their screen. Now they can't figure out how to get the like off. Brother Russ says, hey, Kamal. Thunder says, is Miss Generous in here? No, she's working. She probably, you know what? She probably doesn't even realize I'm doing a live stream, Thunder. I haven't done these morning live streams in a while. But today I wasn't real busy. It was kind of slow today, and I was like, you know what? Let me do that 10:30 live stream. Haven't done that in a while. So maybe she might pop in. I don't know. If she gets the notification, she will. Let's see. Oh, this guy. Sisco in old AF. You're welcoming all kinds of trolls because you just want Democrat support on this lame effing stream. Well, thank you for being here, you Democrat. I appreciate you. Uh-oh, here they go, guys. Look. Oh, no. Go ahead, put it. Oh, it got deleted by Thunder. Thought they were going to be able to do it, Thunder. Oh, man. That's all they got, Thunder. That's all they got. You know, Thunder, you made them really, really mad when they pull that out their pocket. They're peeing all over themselves right now because they're so mad. Thunder said, you're out of here. Yes, Thunder, it was a last minute thing. Just last minute thing. The fake Sisco, he got the R. That's all he got left. How sad is it that you try to troll and you can't even troll right? You can't even troll right. That's sad. You changed your whole name up, but you didn't change your picture. That's what's funny. That's what's hilarious. So salute to you for failure, I guess. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Kira says, you can't even show ride, bro. You don't know you even how to spell damn, son. You guys ever heard of self-own? Have you ever heard of self-own? If you go look up the word self-own in the dictionary, it's just been added recently because, you know, the dictionary they're putting some of these more, you know, recent sayings into the dictionary. So self-own, if you want to look up self-own in the dictionary, I think this guy, Cure, is going to be right next to it. Damn. Imagine telling someone they can't even spell right, but you are literally all over the board. Like you just got all the letters and threw them on the table and then sorted them out in a way that made sense to your little brain. But it doesn't make sense to any of us. So Cure, try again. This is why I missed the 10:30 live stream, because we just get these people here. I think that they just woke up from their nap. They just woke up from their nap in the daycare that they're in or at their mom's basement. I don't know. They just woke up from their nap. They're all excited. They're all pumped. And they get on YouTube and they landed here. Unfortunately. And, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to come in here and, you know, say troll stuff because we have a high standard for our trolls. Unfortunately, we just don't get high standard trolls in here. But it's all good because they're still contributing to the algorithm. They're still pushing more people our way because they continue to watch and they can continue to comment. So thank you guys. And, you know, you might as well just double tap. Hit that screen. Go ahead and hit the screen. Let's see. Dondi says, hi. Hello, Dondi. Cure is LOLing. Voice to text. Yeah, quit it. That's what everybody says when they can't spell. Oh, it's the autocorrect. Yeah. Downdy, hello, how are you? Let me go back over here and see if this. Nope, still the same. So 89 degrees, guys. 89 degrees here for me. And I'm gonna be on about maybe like another 10 minutes, guys, because it's gonna be the lunch hour, and things will start picking up. Then things will start picking up. Dondi says, "Yes, I am, sir." Nice, Dondi. Where are you from? Let's see here. Da, 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 da. Thunder says the only mirror trolls have is in their computer screen. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Don D says, where are you from? I'm from Southern California. Cure's still laughing because what else can they do? Says Mary, hello. Says, hello, like done. How are you? I'm good, sis. How are you? Hopefully all is well there. Evening, nighttime there, right, sis? Nighttime for you there? Satyam Pandul says, you look nice in that glasses. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like these glasses right here. It's one of my favorite sets of glasses I've owned. Very, very comfortable. You know, my eyes, they're kind of sensitive to real bright light. So these ones right here, they're polarized. They help keep that bright light out, the glare, the stuff that messes your eyes up. So yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Just Mary says, yes, all good, sis. Dondi says, California, USA. Yep. Miss Mary says, you're a good person. Thank you, sis. I try. I try to be nice. I try to be a good person. Sometimes, sis, the trolls come in here and they try to say mean stuff that is going to make me really sad, but it doesn't make me sad, sis. It doesn't. It makes me laugh because, again, I just think to myself, I opened up this app. I went on live stream because I want to chat with people, especially the people that I'm familiar with, that I'm friends with here on YouTube, see how they're doing. And these trolls, they go on to YouTube with the intention of talking mean to people. And like we've said before in past live streams, hurt people hurt people. So when you're a troll and you're not even being funny, like you're just saying dumb stuff, it's because you're hurt, and I don't want to be mean to you. I don't want to add to your hurt, but like I said, sometimes ridicule and ostracizing is the only way you can get through to people. So that's what we'll do here. But thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you for the heart, sis. Dondi says, what are you doing, sir? I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here in my car, and I'm in a parking lot, and I do Uber and I do DoorDash because I'm retired, and I do Uber and DoorDash just to give me something to do. And also, I make extra money doing this, that I put all of that money into an account for my grandson so that when he's old enough to go to college, he will have money in that account. So I'm just in between orders and in between rides. So just chopping it up with you guys. That's what I'm doing, Dondi. Let's see. Satyam Pandul says, Mary is from India. No, she's not from India. Lazarus Daniel says, hi, what's up, Lazarus Daniel? Thunder says, gotta go, Sisco. Gotta go eat lunch. Oh, cool. All right. Have fun. Enjoy lunch. I'm about to eat lunch here, too, I think, in about 5 minutes. I made a couple turkey sandwiches. What are you having for lunch, Thunder? Before you go, what are you having for lunch? Yeah, I got a couple turkey sandwiches. I put some, what do you call it? It's like a spicy, what is it called? Dang, can't remember the name of the cheese, but it's like a spicy cheese. It's amazing. Taquitos must be nice. Wish I had some damn taquitos to eat for lunch. All right, Thunder, we'll enjoy that. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you, buddy. And yeah, get some rest. Don't push yourself too hard, man. Get some rest when you need some rest. But enjoy your lunch, man. I can't even read this name. IAO says gym time. Not for me. If it's gym time for you, good luck, and I hope you have a great gym session. Remember those days? I loved those days, but I am glad that I'm done with those days. No more gym time for me. I work out a little bit here and there, but you won't catch me in the gym probably anytime soon. Let's see. Donnie's throwing up the sunglasses. Yeah, guys. So we got 7 million in the building, 31 likes. Again, if you're just new to this live stream, if you just came in, you're just catching us right now. You know, thank you first of all for hanging out with us, for listening to me banter with trolls, and chopping it up with my peeps, my normal subscribers and friends here on YouTube. We're just a small channel. We're trying to grow. And this is why I don't automatically kick the trolls out, because little do they know, or maybe they do know. Maybe they do know. And that's kind of how trolls are sometimes too. They love you and they hate you. So even though they want to say mean things, they want to help you too. So when they come in here and they watch and they listen and they comment and interact, they're helping us. So thank you to the trolls too. But we're a small channel. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get further out there into the YouTube verse, so that we can ultimately, our goal is to spread positivity on YouTube and just make YouTube a fun place and a place that's enjoyable. Just seeing too much negativity on YouTube. These trolls, they're not too bad in here, but sometimes you go to live streams, or you go to places on YouTube where it's nothing but damn trolls. And we're trying to get away from that. We're trying to make YouTube a more positive place, and that's ultimately our goal. 24/7. One more goal we have too is we are going to be going to Philippines in December, and we're making sure that the money that we take, or the money that we make from this YouTube channel, is what we're going to spend out there in Philippines. And we're going to basically sponsor a whole school. We're going to make sure that we feed the kids, that we give them a gift of some type. We haven't worked it out yet, because once we have boots on the ground there, we'll know for sure what we'll be able to get. And then the third thing we're going to do is make sure that we provide the school some type of meaningful donation, whether it's equipment, instruments, what have you, so that overall the school and the kids will benefit. So that is our goal for this year, is doing that December trip. And like I said, 24/7 is positivity, spreading love, guys. Let's see. So it's 11:54. I'm gonna be on here about another minute. Let me read through these real quick. I can't read your name. IAO says push day yesterday, leg day today. Every day is sweat. Stuck eating tuna this week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, I've been there, done that. And you got to go with what works. If that's working for you, stick with it. If it's not, change it up. But that's how I used to do mine. I used to do pushing day, pull day, push day, pull day. And I would throw in mainly Tabata intervals. I don't know if you're familiar with those Tabata intervals to really get my recovery pace quickened. And also it makes your, what do you call it? Your win, your cardio, helps your cardio, the Tabata intervals. Cure says, I'm not a troll. I was eating lunch and I can't type. Quit it, Cure. Devin Karma says, 50 or Jay-Z? I'll say neither. IO says, careful with trolls. They can hit do not recommend, which drops your algorithm. It sucks. Oh, I wish they would. Please do that. Cure, nice meeting y'all. Cure, take care. Dondi, message retired. Big Russ in the building. What is it? $9.99. Russ, man, bro. Thank you, Russ. Says, let's help the kids. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Man, guys, again, and I say this every time we get a super chat in here, when the trolls are here. Trolls, you see this? This is why you can't upset us, because we've got amazing people in our communities. Like, our community is way deeper and more ingrained into YouTube than you can possibly imagine. I mean, literally, we're connected to thousands of people, thousands, tens of thousands of people. Our little channel is, we are supported by, and we support so many people on YouTube. And like I said, there's just literally connected to thousands of people. And you can't come in here with your little troll voice, and you're barely being able to breathe, and come and say some crazy stuff to us, because it's not going to hurt our feelings. You're just going to feel dumb, and you'll go on to the next live stream and you'll try to do it again. But my man Russ, he's got our back. So that's why we don't worry about you guys. Russ, thank you, brother, as always. Dondi says United Kingdom. Is that where you are, Dondi? Not United Kingdom? We get a lot of United Kingdom people in here. So shout out to UK. But guys, it was 11:57. I am going to get the heck out of here. We got 3 million in the building, 32 likes. Thank you guys. Big Russ, as always, brother. Thank you so much. And again, you know, that the money that we get from that $10, because guys, YouTube gets their cut. Unfortunately, YouTube gets their cut. The money that we make from that super chat, that is going to help a lot with our December trip in the Philippines. So thank you, Russ. Appreciate you. My brother Kamal, peace to you, bro. Be safe out there. And just watch out for those birds. Watch out for those birds, bro. But guys, have a good one. Be kind to yourself. Make sure you give yourself a little grace. And be kind to others. Give others a little bit of grace when they deserve it, guys. And just do your best to spread positivity, whether it's here on YouTube, out there in the world. Spread love, spread positivity. And do something kind for yourself today. You can do something kind for somebody else tomorrow. Just for today, do something kind for yourself. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Do something kind for yourself. All right, guys. Have a good one. Take care.